Yo, how's it going, boys? You know what it is. AB here with Daily Dose of Tools. I wanted to go over the M12 Fuel Ratchet versus my favorite, the M12 High Speed Ratchet. Let's get into it. All right, so over here we got the M12 Fuel Ratchet. As you can see, it's a standard 3/8. It's got the bigger head. It's probably about a pound heavier than the High Speed. With the High Speed, you're gonna get that more slim profile head. Allows you to get a little bit tighter access into certain places. But let's go over the important things here. Let me start off with my own opinion on the ratchets, right? So to me, these are nut runners. They're not torque machines. You're not supposed to be able to pull the trigger and break a bolt free, okay? If you want to break a bolt free, grab it, break it free manually, and then run it off, okay? So that's where I stand when it comes to torque with these cordless ratchets. So while torque does matter on these, right? Because if you have a cheap, weak ratchet, incoming the cheapest ratchet on Amazon, all right, I can hold this thing pretty easy. So torque does matter. You don't want something that's going to just not be able to spin the bolt off because it doesn't have enough torque, right? So I'm not saying that. So relative to torque, the most important part to me is going to be that RPM. When it comes to the ratchets, with the standard M12 fuel ratchet, you're gonna get 55 foot-pounds of torque and about 200 RPM. Now, when it comes to the high-speed ratchet, you are gonna lose some torque. You're gonna drop down to 35 foot-pounds, but you're going up to 450 RPM. So you're gaining 250 RPM on the high speed versus the standard fuel. And this is really easy to see. I mean, check this out. You can see that the high speed absolutely stomps the standard fuel. For me, it's not even a question. You're gonna get a more ergonomic head, tighter, it's more lightweight, can run it faster, get the jobs done quicker compared to this big, bulky standard fuel version. And don't get me wrong, this thing is a workhorse. I've beat it up, I use mine a lot, but it just can't compete with how fast that this one can get the job done. And like I said, when it comes to ratchets, you want something that's fast and powerful. And for me, that's the high speed every single time. If you're looking at grabbing one of these, you're gonna run about the same price for each one. But you can go ahead and just eliminate that one and get yourself the best cordless ratchet on the market. Hands down.